Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to the pitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Luan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Wendover High Roller champion, and welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast.
We are having all kinds of problems. Oh, man. Welcome to the show, you guys. Oh, tonight is a wild one. I guess that's what happens when you get Rooster and Graybeard involved with on the bourbon podcast. So
exactly, your computer's been drinking.
Yeah, my computer, my main unit is not powering up. It's not taking a charge, so I had to jump on this tablet, and then the sensitivity is different. But here we are. Welcome to the show, Jesse. How's it going, my man?
I'm good, my brother. How are you doing?
Not too bad. We got Rooster and Graybeard in the middle of a bowling league while interviewing. We also got Chris Dunyan from Sin Bin Barbecue to fill in the void. Thank goodness he's willing to help and drink with us. So, yeah.
Exactly.
So what's going on with you, Jesse?
Not a man, just running another day and another dollar, another dime. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the opening spring fling backyard barbecue competition this weekend. We had six or seven teams signed up for that one. And then, we're over 20 teams for the Blue Compass Barbecue Bash, May 1st and 2nd, so that's going to be exciting.
Heck yeah. And then SCA event April 18th at RecTech. Go get signed up for that. We do have a little bit of barbecue news. Q's and Brews Bighorn competition in Lake Havasu. We got our grand champion, Breakenhoff Barbecue, at 707.9.
And he just signed up for Blue Compass.
Heck yeah. And then we have the RGC Small Axe Barbecue coming in at 702.812. Luton Booty took down chicken. Sin Bin Barbecue, Mr. Chris Dunyan took down first place in ribs.
Yep.
Luton Booty took down pork, and Small Axe did brisket with the 180. 33 teams, 4 180s, and 4 700 scores on that event.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got signed up to cook the Blue Compass here. I had some technical difficulties with my pellet smoker. The fan went out on it, so I'm working on getting a fan going for that, but I'll be there. No excuses.
You're all signed up, brother.
Yeah, we are good to go. Cool, man. There's not a whole lot of news out there in the SCA or KCBS world on the West Coast. Once again, we always say, if you want us to promote an event, send us a message and we'll see what we can do on getting it on there. But
I did have one of our listeners pop in the store last week from North Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah, all the way from North Carolina. He's in town. I can't remember why he said he was in town, but he said he's a longtime listener and he's going to catch up on podcasts back and forth from North Carolina. So it was nice to have a listener pop in the store. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm drinking creek water tonight for this show.
So I have some Eagle Rare 12 I'm sipping on.
Very nice.
So
cool.
Thanks to our bourbon dealer out of Vernal, Utah. Thanks, Crystal. You're the bomb.
Heck yeah. All right, let's go talk to Rooster and Graybeard. They're going to be shuffling in and out as they're trying to bowl their perfect 300s. And Chris Dunyan is just going to come on the show and just brag about how you take first place in ribs in major competitions.
He's running ribs, man. He's got his ribs down.
I'm going to see if I can get his whole recipe out.
I know what it is.
So do I, but I'm going to see if will say it publicly.
He's not going to say it. He better not say it. Let's do it.
This is the single best investment you can make to become a better cook.
Thermopen 1 is the best thermometer I've ever had.
My thermometer of choice is ThermoWorks.
When it comes to quality that I can trust, this is the company that I go to over and over again.
There may be other thermometers out there, but there aren't other Thermopens.
Welcome to the show, Rooster and Graybeard and Mr. Chris Dunyan. Chris, you got your bourbon? All right.
What I got right here.
Yeah, we got.
Hey, so there's only one thing going on wrong right now, guys.
What's that?
Everybody's repping the brand except the Anthony Luan. What are you doing, Anthony?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, right. Damn it! I didn't get the memo.
Everybody's repping except Anthony.
Damn,
You didn't get the email, huh?
I didn't get the email.
Yeah, go.
Charge him extra on his Blue Compass entry.
Oh man. Well, Graybeard, you guys are trying to go bowl a 300 while trying to interview. Welcome back to the quarterly show.
Yep.
we got
Our pleasure to be back every time. I'll tell you.
I should have said King of the Hill bowling. I'm more a family guy, I think.
Yeah, no, we suck, but we have a great time.
Yeah,
It's all that matters.
that's all that
Right?
matters, man. Yeah.
And I get away from the wife for a little while. Oh shit, she might be watching.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble. You might want to stay out a little later tonight. Yeah, man. We got Chris to join us. You met Chris here in Utah, and now he's just gonna become a part of the quarterly show as well, just because one, he's kicking ass, and two, he has a fine selection of bourbon. So
Mostly the bourbon.
Very nice. Is he going to be there in May?
yeah, he's gonna be there in May.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Perfect.
Yeah, you might watch out though. He's a killer in ribs. He slays ribs.
Well, you know, our awesome cook, Miss Crystal, the girl can grill, is doing our ribs. So
Nice. Maybe we'll give her Chris's recipe since everybody else knows it
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I might as well just give it out.
Yeah, you might as well just tell everybody. Just what you're.
Hell with it. Yeah, yep.
Last week I heard that you tried something new. You tried bee pollen. How did that work out for you? Obviously,
Yeah,
it worked.
It worked well. Yeah, bee pollen. I think that was the latest diversion that I use sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit of sweet. It also helps with the allergies, from what I heard.
Yeah, it does.
Did you get that from
As
a
long as
local
you use
bee
the
farm, or did you
local
order that on
honey,
that's
Amazon?
exactly what I was going to say.
It's you have to use the bees that are pollinating cherry trees, which is kind of hard to find. You got to sort through the bees and find the right ones. It's
Got it. Damn, that's a lot of work.
That's dedication for you.
Yeah. So, Rooster and Graybeard, what have you guys been up to, man? You guys have been causing chaos on TikTok. What else has been going on?
Oh, we cause chaos everywhere we go.
Yeah, we got first place in salsa at our first cook-off of the year in January.
Yeah, got a 5th place in Cook's Choice for a Wagyu chuck roast that we cooked like a steak.
What? Tell us a little bit about that. Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Yeah, it
Tell us
was
about it.
Awesome. It was amazing. So we did one over at Rooster's house on a weekday, and it turned out amazing. So the next weekend was the cook-off, and we decided to do that for the Cook's Choice. Go ahead, tell them all about it.
Now, if we would have been able to find the one like we just did, because the one we just did, it was American Wagyu, but it was so marble. And the only one we could find after that didn't have near as good a marbling on it, unfortunately. And we still got 5th out of 32 teams, so that was pretty good.
So how'd you do it? Did you like reverse sear? Did you throw it in a smoker for a while and then seared it off? What was the process on turning a chuck roast into a steak?
Right? No, so we did it on the Weber kettle, and we seared it first, and then we pushed it off indirect for the remaining of the cook until we brought it up to temp.
Wow.
Because you can get a really nice Denver steak out of a chuck roast, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was melt in your mouth. Oh, my gosh, unbelievable. Just incredible. 2 inches thick.
That is wild. Chris, would you try some crazy shit like that at a competition?
Yeah, probably. It would probably take that to World Foods with us if we went.
Hey, if he's doing bee pollen, come on.
Yeah.
Cherry bee pollen.
Yeah, got to find those bees.
That is awesome. Well, Chris, tell us a little bit about your rib cook this weekend, man.
Where were you and who was all there and how'd you cook go?
We were down in Lake Havasu. There was a lot of good teams there. There was a lot of great teams there.
That's what it looked like.
So, yeah, it was fun. We had a pretty good cook, honestly. We thought we did. Considering the people that were there, we took 16th overall, which with that field, man, they were stacked. It was pretty good. Yeah, pretty well. I mean, the ribs. I didn't like the way they looked when they trimmed out, but I guess the judges did. That's all that matters. So probably the right
Exactly.
thing, So.
Did you just run your normal routine? Did you have any problems that came about where you had to adjust, or was it just pretty seamless cook?
The only thing that happened there is it was 110, 111 degrees. So everything finished way fast. So, which I finished all my stuff early anyways and rest them all up. So it was just kind of frazzled a little bit because they finished way fast. I was like, whoa. So, but worked out.
So how did they bite? Like when you tested it, were they right where you wanted them? Were they a little over? Where do you feel like the bite was?
I cooked 4 racks and they were all like, it was hard to decide. That's how good they all went. They all cooked pretty evenly. Those Huntsakers cook real even if you dial them in right. So
yeah,
it was pretty interesting. So yeah, well, everything else went well. We tried a new chicken routine. Jesse, we may come cook your backyard just to practice.
Do it.
So we may show up Saturday for that. Just to get
I'll make a spot for you.
Okay. So
heck yeah.
So how'd the rest of the cook go?
Good. We actually felt really well. Like everything went smooth. Like we were still married. Like we didn't even argue.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Like we were like hugging each other, and it was like it was either 2 directions at that point, and we either went 2. So, but we did pretty. Our pork was kind of disappointing. We do some pulled with it, but we decided not to pull it in, and that may have helped hurt our appearance for a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Looking back.
Then did you guys do dessert too?
There was anything mushroom.
Okay. I thought there was a dessert category for some reason.
No, it was just anything mushroom, and Christina kills it on all that stuff. So she didn't place where she wanted to, but it was really amazing. It tasted good. So
awesome.
What was it?
It was a mushroom linguine. We found mushroom linguine noodles with reduced white wine sauce with capers, and it was served in a big mushroom vessel. So we found mushrooms to serve it in and put those on the smoker. And it went well. I think sometimes we're always in world food mode, and sometimes that turns the judges off because it's almost too elegant. I think sometimes
too creative for their palates.
Yeah, so we'll definitely use that one probably again. Because it was that good. So just the judges down there, they're good. I'm not gonna argue, but they're tough. So you gotta be dialed in, or they won't. They're not afraid to give you straight 7s and not give you a comment card. That's for sure.
Man, that's dangerous.
Thanks so much.
989 989 988 777. Like whoa. Okay. What did you see the other 5 didn't see, but. Is what it is. So that's how it goes, right?
So Rooster and Graybeard, do you have any questions for Chris on this KCBS competition stuff? Because he is the man to ask. He's put down miles.
I know you got.
We did a EMS cook-off 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
To raise money for a volunteer fire department.
Smoke the station.
We practiced KCBS ribs that we got a bunch of tips from 2 Sauce. 2 Sauce guys. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. And the Let It Smoke barbecue. And Let It Smoke, he got number 12 in the master class for last year overall. But so we did these comp ribs, man, all this fancy stuff, all
made them look curry, cook them right.
Oh my gosh, and we got 6th place because they wanted backyard ugly ribs because all the ones that were above us were all like real marks. And nasty.
Really?
Yeah,
they did it like that.
The guy that took 1st place, his ribs were dry, but they were very. I thought they had a decent taste to them, but they were dry and just falling off the bone.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's the worst.
For me, at those points, I look at where I place on the tables. Honestly, like you placed 1st on your table and 6th overall. There was probably 6 tables, to be honest with you.
Right? Yeah. So, hey, did you guys see our alligator we cooked on a live fire table for the VIP room at the concert we did in College Station?
No.
You guys ought to go check our TikTok out. I got it shorts on there. We hung the whole alligator on the live fire table.
Really?
Wow.
That's cool.
How did it turn out?
Oh, it was awesome. We had none of it left. That people just, oh yeah, we didn't think it was going to be that great, but for some reason it just came out perfect. We're doing another one April 10th and 11th for a big show. Another one near College Station in Snook, Texas, for I think it's a 2-day concert. It's like Keith Braxton, I don't know, a bunch of artists there, mid-range, country artists. But if we do good at this one, then we get to go to Morgan Wallen next and cook in his VIP lounge. So that'd be pretty cool.
Wow. You guys coming up.
Yeah.
Anthony's cooking for the Wu-Tang Clan in September.
I wish.
We're going to come up there and beat you this the first of the month here coming up pretty soon.
Yeah,
I remember somebody saying
only
something
a
about
month
that.
away.
I remember somebody saying something about that on Chili. And what happened?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, the Anthony Lawan.
I beat the Texas guys with Texas chili.
Yeah, that don't work in Utah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a good old fashioned go at it, man.
He's stabbing us. I told him we're gonna come up there and kick their butt in Utah. You're like, what about that chili?
Yeah,
hey, we cook Texas chili.
Yeah, I cooked Texas chili and it worked. It's for second place. I am the best second place chili cook in probably the country. You never get it done, but I can get a good second place, solid every time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
man.
what bourbons are you boys drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Creek Water.
I got a High West double rye.
Creek Water is a rapper, famous rapper's whiskey line.
Shit, I'm drinking beer.
I love the double rye. That's one of my go-tos. I got some. I've got Eagle Rare 12-year right now.
Oh, nice.
And then Chris, you got the High West?
Our bourbon dealer.
Yeah, High West, a double rye batch.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like just their standard, or is it like a 12-year or 10-year or anything?
I don't know.
No, it's just their double rye. It's like I can buy it by the handle, man. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
that's a good bottle. I've had that bottle before.
I told Anthony that I'm not. I love drinking bourbon, but I don't know a lot about it. So I'm going to be the guy that asks the stupid questions.
The only stupid question, brother, is the one that you do not ask.
Correct.
Yeah,
that is absolutely correct.
It's true. It's very true. So let's just test Chris. Go ahead and take a sip of that bourbon there.
Okay.
And tell us what notes you have. Can you pick up on any flavor notes? Vanilla, chocolate, apple, any cinnamon?
Tobacco. There's all kinds.
Yeah. What do you got here? What kind of notes did you pick up on that?
I don't know.
Well, first off, Anthony, you need to make sure you got to ask him how many have you had already.
Well, that's the problem. I had to pregame because it all tastes the same to me right now. I don't know.
After the first one, they all start tasting the same.
That's why you drink the good one first, then you go to the.
Yeah, I probably should have taken notes on that first one. Probably.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. We can pull this up here. Let's use AI on High West Double Rye and see what it pulls up here.
I'll taste it.
So the aromas, it says that you should be able to find the smells of mint, pine needles, cloves, cinnamon. What do you think?
I got pine needles for sure. Yeah, and maybe a little cinnamon. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe say clove.
And then they say on the palate, you should have a nice rice spice, a menthol flavor, eucalyptus, followed by a honey or sweet wildflower tea. Are you picking up any of these?
No, it is kind of sweet, but
I thought you were into more bourbon. I guess you are just a drinker of it. You don't actually savor it, is what we're getting at here at this point.
Well,
savors as it goes down his throat.
I don't know. I'm savoring it right now. I think it's pretty good.
And then this finish is supposed to have like an anise, cinnamon, or like a dark chocolate. Are you picking up on
it's kind of a dark, maybe a dark chocolate?
Are you lying to me, or are you just throwing shit out
probably
there?
Lying. I don't know, dude.
No,
try
it's,
it
all,
again. Look.
it's all good. Everybody has to have a starting point. I thought you just have an awesome collection, but you really don't know what you're drinking. Is that what's going down?
That's pretty much. I can't lie. I'm not gonna. No stolen valor here, fellas. Like, I don't know.
Rooster, what have you guys picked up lately? Something new that you really enjoying? High end, low end, it don't matter.
Fitzgerald 12. Fitzgerald 12.
Yeah,
it's about $400 a bottle, but man, it is so good.
Yeah,
electric. Yeah,
they got that TikTok money going on, guys. That's why they can afford those bottles. Oh my God!
Jeez.
I hope the wife ain't watching.
The question is how many bottles have you gone through? Because we've really been enjoying this, and I know the way you guys drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Graybeard hasn't partaken of it because it'd be gone then.
No,
you know what's crazy is the new Utah liquor store on 12th Street. They've got an amazing selection of bourbons. Like, I haven't seen Penelope in any of the stores, and I found 5 different bottles of Penelope. I found Heaven Hill, Woodruff, Double Oaked was in there. You usually find that pretty well, but man, that new store is awesome.
It is nice.
Do they have the grain series at Heaven Hill?
It just had
just regular.
I got to start taking notes. Hold on a minute, fellas.
No, I got the bottle and bond.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Really sweet though. It's very sweet whiskey. Sweet
It is.
bourbon.
So I'm going to give you a list. I took pictures of them. This is the stuff that I've tried recently. I've tried Baker's Single Barrel 7-year. I really like that one. Let's see. Then I've tried Heaven's Hill, grain of glass. Have you had this one yet? Shanks, Baumburgers, and then I've had the Knob Creek 12, Old Foster 20. Old Foster, I guess it's just the Statements. And then I had
Old Forester.
Old Forester, yeah, Old Forester. I took a picture of it, yeah. And then looks like the Maker's Mark 12.
That's good.
And then then I had my Jefferson's Ocean.
The Maker's Mark 12 is a good wheated bourbon. That's a good one.
Yeah,
if you like wheat though, yeah, yeah.
I like the wheated stuff. I prefer the sweet over the rye personally.
Well, I should try some of that then.
I like the bite. I like the bite of the double rye from High West. I really like the bite of that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like that bite too.
It's got a little sharp on the front end, and then it mellows out as you're finishing your sip. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, you need to go to the liquor store and just ask for some weeded stuff.
I got some peanut butter whiskey. It looks like a big bullet I bought. Is that one?
Now you're just buying novelty whiskey.
Yeah, wow.
I thought it was cool. Looked like a big bullet. I'm like, that is way cool. But
that stuff will get you drunk though. That peanut butter whiskey is pretty strong.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me grab it.
Oh man, he's so excited. He's so excited over this one. Look at this.
Look at that thing.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That is cool. I'd buy it if I saw it for sure. Yeah, I don't care what's in it.
Yeah,
it was like $13 at least discount liquor, but it was worth it.
I don't know what it was. You were with. I think you were with. No, you weren't. Remember that? Remember when we stayed the night at the rest stop on the liquor store and they shot
Fire of the Valley.
Yeah, Valley of Fire. That's where I got it.
Valley of Fire. I was with you on that night. I don't remember you buying that.
No, I bought it this time through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like a cartridge from an A10 Warthog.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Have
you ventured out into anything new yet, Jesse, yourself?
For whiskeys?
Yeah.
No, like I said, the Penelopes, it was nice to get those and try those. I really enjoy those. There's one, I can't remember which one, but man, you got to be careful. It's a high proof. It'll knock your whacker in the dirt really fast.
Yeah.
One toasted Penelope?
Yeah, it's the toasted. There's a couple different strengths, but I was like, I got to pay attention to the strengths because those will creep up on you, sneak up on you.
Really quick.
Yeah, really quick, especially with no food in your stomach.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Chris, Brennan Nelson just chimed in and said, "Let's go, Chris, Ribmaster." I don't know. That's a battle between you two, man.
Ooh, that's a call out.
I think we should have.
We're good. Him and I are good. We're
he's not even signed up for Blue Compass. Little bitch ass.
He's probably going to Sholo, I think.
He is. He's chasing some points. Him and I talked. We talked about it.
We put on these big barbecue competitions. We can't get any of the Utah guys out. It's crazy.
They're all SEA guys now. We're slowly coming back to barbecue. Jesse, give us some time.
When you get tired of getting those participation trophies, feel free to come back to the KCBS. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That is pretty fair. Yeah, this is probably going to be my first KCBS competition in 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
I'm gonna cook some of the SCAs at the end of the season.
Yeah,
and take 12th place and have somebody pass it down.
You need to be at least in the top 10 to get the pass down. It goes at large.
All right,
10.
I'll go 10. I'll take 10th place. Stakes. I can pull that off, maybe.
Yeah, I think with a little bit of tips you can get that done. I think you got it. Chris will be able to tell you my recipe.
You took a couple tricks from tricks from my brisket and added it to your steak and then smashed.
You showed me. I took it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He will. If you show him, he'll take it and beat you with it, like you guys did at the caveman last year.
Yeah, I just ran your recipe, Chris. I used all the way down to the bee pollen was key. Yeah, that was key.
Gary, looking for those bees, man. You got to find those bees.
Yeah, buying that pollen is more expensive than buying bourbon. It's crazy.
Oh, it stings the shit out of you too. So
little cherry bee.
Have you tried milking a bee? It's not fucking easy. Oops, sorry.
Hey, turkey season just opened here this past weekend. Is it open there yet?
I think it opens in April.
Yeah, it's April.
Okay. Yeah, ours just opened last weekend. So
you got tag out yet?
April for turkeys and then spring bears as well.
Yeah. I've been seeing them all over the place in these properties, and then it's opened up, they're gone. It's time.
Right. Have you guys smoked a wild turkey? Like I heard they're kind of tough.
I have.
How did it turn out?
Well, they're a lot stronger flavor profile than domestic turkey, but they're freaking just so tender and juicy.
Are they really?
Just brine them, and you bring some of that wild game out of it. They're bomb, so good.
Yeah, they're really good.
What's the average weight of a tom? Like when you blast one, what do you think how much do you think it weighs after you get it dressed?
Oh, God, that varies so much.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some toads, you get some littler ones, but it seems like right in the middle they take because there's some big toms out there. You get a 30-pounder pretty easy with a bow, and then all you have to do is use that new beast broadhead that Bomar has. It's got blades like this big, and it absolutely just decapitates the turkey.
Yeah, I've seen videos like that.
But you have to shoot a long ass arrow on it because like my arrows are barely in front of my hamsky rest.
Right.
So for those you got to cut, add another 4 inches to your arrow so it's out in front of your riser.
Right.
And shoot close so you don't hit your scope.
Yeah. Well, so the other thing that makes with bow hunting when it comes to shooting turkeys is you always want to kind of get them. I hear your headphones, Jesse. You want to shoot them in their chest when they're facing towards you. But one of the downsides to that is cutting that beard off.
Yeah, just take the head off.
Yeah. I don't think I'm that accurate enough to be able to take the head off, even with that big ass broadhead.
20, 30 yards, you can take a head off of a bird. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of forgiveness with that beast broadhead.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, I've also seen Chris's head get ripped off from 300-400 yards before. That's pretty crazy.
That's because his wife is a beast. Nobody messes with Christina.
No, nobody does. So Rooster, so when you take your wild game meat, do you do a lot of marinating with it, or are you kind of just pulling it out of the freezer, letting it do a thing, and then hot and sear? What would you recommend to somebody who's getting into wild game cooking? What is some good tips?
Well, if it's a lot of You can get a lot of gaminess out of it by doing the buttermilk and stuff like that. Especially, so down here, we have feeders, right? We're allowed to feed. So there is nothing that's deer, anything that direction that is gamey at all.
No.
The alligators we get out of Louisiana, they're not very gamey either. So you just use a strong, bold flavor with it because you have to have something that will stand up to the gator. Poultry, I definitely recommend on any poultry that we do brining for sure with different.
And make sure you're mixing that brine with apple juice to add. It takes a little bit more of the gamey out and adds a bunch of sweetness to your bird as well.
A ton of it to it. I usually use apple juice and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, both.
Yeah.
When I do that, just a touch though. If you put too much vinegar in there, it will really go the wrong direction on you.
Yeah.
But it does help draw out even more.
Yeah.
And as far as like venison and stuff, I just I usually make a reduction sauce and stuff that helps pair with the gaminess of it.
Have you cooked much mule deer?
Cooked a ton of mule deer because I lived in Colorado most of my life. And when I'm cooking that, only am I eating it because none of my family likes it.
Yeah, it's very it has a certain taste.
No, but the biggest key to a mule deer is the way you handle your meat after you harvest the animal. If you can get that hide off as soon as possible, get it out, get it cooled off, that changes the flavor just an absolute ton. Like my grandson got a mule deer last year. I said, and I made sure before he went up hunting, I said, make sure you get that hide off as soon as possible. I made some tenderloins off of that for him, and I had him. I said, don't cut them half-inch thick. Go. I know people think that it's a waste. Go at least an inch. And I made some tenderloins from that, and there was no gaminess to it at all because he got the hide off so fast.
I think that makes a difference no matter what animal you're getting. You want to cool it down.
Gut them, hide them, ice them.
Yeah,
mule deers, I think is one of the most gamey animals, but you have to handle it properly. Whitetail, like where you guys are at, they're all
it tastes like hamburger.
They're corn fed.
Yeah.
They're corn fed.
Yeah, elk is the most delicious, I think, of all the game meats.
Axis is pretty damn good.
Oh, Axis is real good too.
I think I have not tried Axis yet, but I just started digging into my bull from 2 years ago. I let it because I had some other elk that I was finishing up and some moose. But man, that elk, we got all the hide off of it and got it cooled off really quick. And man, that stuff turned out amazing.
Yeah, if you get the opportunity, Axis is ridiculously good.
Wow,
that's what
I've never had that.
Axis backstrap. I actually have one in my freezer right now.
Can you fly with that?
A lot of people. Yeah,
you can.
They can fly with that.
You can fly.
Bring some up.
Yeah, exactly.
I may just hold on to that. I want to bring it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I've never had it. That'd be awesome.
Because everybody goes back and forth between Axis and elk as far as their favorite game meat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I haven't tried Axis, so elk is still my favorite by far. Moose is a close second, but I haven't tried Axis. I
don't think I have a favorite. I love them all.
Yeah. Chris, have you done much wild game cooking? Have you hunted at all or anything like that?
I play pinball, man.
He's the pinball wizard, man.
I hunted a lot as a kid with my dad and stuff. I haven't hunted lately. It's just I don't know.
So you hunt, your dad hunted a lot. A lot. Was he successful?
Yeah,
I should say.
Yeah.
So
we hunted the Book Cliffs a lot as a kid. That's where I grew up.
Oh wow. It's a great area.
Yeah.
What was your impression of wild game when you were younger? Because most people that grew up hunting and being part of that, they kind of carried on. You must have kind of quit like that. It's not really worth all that work for that meat.
Yeah.
is that where you're at?
Well, it became hard and difficult to hunt here. Like
that's true.
Back, it was a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, we were the type we'd go in for 2 weeks, live out of tents. Like whenever they shot something, I ended up eating deer liver and heart that night.
Oh, wow.
Deal. So yeah, I enjoy it. I love elk though. Elk's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandson, when there was a couple of elk harvests when we were up at elk camp, and my grandson, he goes, one of the guys we were with got a nice 330 bull, And Cooper's like, do you want the heart? And they go, no. He's like, you okay if I take it?
Yeah.
And then we start breaking ribs, getting in there, and everybody's like, how do you know how to do this? Because, I mean, he was probably 22 at the time.
Yeah.
He goes, you guys are old. He goes, you know what YouTube is for?
Wow.
So we made elk heart that night. I cooked it on a Traeger, and it turned out spectacular. It's a dense meat, but it wasn't gamey at all. And I seasoned it up with some OG beef from Big Johnson's barbecue, and it just was banging.
Yeah, slice it thin.
Yeah, I've always black squirrel.
I've always had.
It takes too much time to get it off the meat.
Yeah, not an elk heart, man. But I've had it one time, and it was sliced super thin, then battered and fried. That's how I had it.
Yeah, that's how we would do the heart.
Anything fried.
We just seared it off, but Cooper went through he was taking out all the veins. He took that heart and butterflied it out and took off all the stuff. So it was like the cleanest elk heart, the cleanest heart I'd ever seen from a wild game animal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandson did a killer job.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had liver once too. I had deer liver, and that shit was gross. That was
I don't like any liver.
No, that was gross.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not my favorite, but
yeah, it tastes
the deer
like
we had
on a
growing
nickel.
up. My dad would he would ruin steaks. He ruined all the deer we ever had because he just overcooked it to the nth degree. It's like, and it took me probably a good 10 years being out of the house before I started eating steaks, even to the medium thing. The medium doneness. Now medium rare is the call, and it was like because I grew up on ruined meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't cook venison past mid rare ever.
No.
One of our listeners that will tune in live says deer livers for catfish bait. I agree.
That's what I use it for.
I agree 100%.
Or dog food.
I think my dad did it just to try to toughen me up, but I think it was more to terrorize me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Maybe the man I am today, right? So.
Everybody's eating it, Chris, but nobody's eating it. Just you are.
Well, when you're out there, for 2 weeks in a tent, you got to eat what you got to eat, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Throw that deer liver in a crawfish trap.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Well, the thing is with wild game, it doesn't matter even if it's a nasty ass boar, a lot of that is actually pretty lean meat. They don't have a lot of fat. Lean. They're out there running and jumping and doing all the stuff that cows don't do.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing is a lot of people overcook their wild game.
Oh, it's so easy. So easy. It doesn't take no time. Like deer's front shoulders, we do a lot of those on the live fire, and that's really hard on a live fire because it's so quick.
Yeah.
But absolutely delicious tasting, but you got to really pay attention the entire cook. You can't take your eye off it for a second.
Are you doing it kind of like over the live fire? So you're searing it, slicing it, reseasoning, and then cooking it, just kind of working your way through almost like that Brazilian style?
Yeah, well, the last one we did, we actually just hung them over the live fire and cooked them complete like that, just silver skin and stuff off of them. We left some of the silver skin on the side that did 90% of the cooking towards the fire. And when you flip it, the other side's completely cleaned off. So,
oh, very nice.
That's cool.
I think my favorite thing that I've ever cooked wild game. Well, take that back. The best hog I've ever cooked was a wild boar, and it was a sow. She was probably 600 pounds when she was harvested with a bow. She's probably close to 400 pounds when we put her on Little Red, my pits and spits offset. And I thought it was going to take 36 to 48 hours. That thing was done in like 26 hours. So I had to hold it. I'll tell you what, I injected probably 6 gallons of apple juice brine in it. And then I took the spine out, packed the spine where the spine was with some spicy sausage. And then I cooked, I think I cooked 5 or 6 pork butts over the top of it. And then when I shredded the pork butt, I put it right in the middle of the hog and served it that way. And I did it for the MPs up on base at Hill Air Force Base, and it got absolutely destroyed.
Really?
Yeah, I got a little, about a 50-pounder a month or so back, and we rotisserie that sucker.
Was it a javelina or what was it?
No, it was a little piglet, little wild boar.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Nice little headshot. I got him and wounded another one, but I got one for sure. The other one ran off. Ear hold him.
Right. Yeah, I've never had wild boar. I don't think.
Well, maybe I'll have to get one, bring one up too.
Yeah, we'll just have a huge ass cookout. We'll make Chris cook it all.
We'll put it on. I'll bring my stumps down. We can cook it all on that.
Yeah, man. Maybe I guess it's illegal. You can't turn in wild. Yeah, you have to buy. It has to be store bought.
Correct.
Yeah, don't do that. Can't turn that in. But you can turn it in on the hot dog category.
It's true.
There you go.
There's no rules against that, right, Jesse?
Nope.
Well, we don't even want to talk about what goes into hot dogs anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Who's in snout?
From the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Who is the sponsor of that? Speaking of which, where they actually do have quality hot dogs, if I remember correctly. Is it the same sponsor you had last time?
Yeah, Bingham Custom Meats is sponsoring the hot dogs this year.
And it was a beef hot dog, and it was solid. It was
those are
awesome
beef.
hot dog.
They're tasty.
Yeah.
They're good. They got good meats.
We lost that one.
Yeah, that was.
Are we?
Oh man, guys, let's give us an update. You guys are in and out. Are you guys? Yeah, where are you guys sitting? Are you guys rolling like 250s, or where are you guys at right now?
We don't want to know.
No.
Well, we're asking you guys decided to do this shit tonight, so we need scores. We need a live score update.
Well,
Okay.
Let's start with your handicap.
I got a 98, and I beat him.
Yeah, and he beat me.
What's your guys' handicaps?
Mine's 113.
There you go.
Each other.
So you're
Mine's 118.
yeah, so you guys are right there, man.
We're talking about
113. Oh yeah.
You guys are right there where you're at. Isn't it based off 200 with your handicap? So you're good.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we're not good at this, but we have fun.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
How long have you guys been doing this for? How long have you guys been in your bowling
A
league?
year, I think.
Close to a year.
Close to a year.
You guys have your own balls with your own name on it and
Oh
everything?
yeah, we even got
Not with my own name on it. No.
No, you don't have a custom made with
Oh,
your
no.
logo on there?
Hell no. I'm not that good yet.
No, I have my own ball, but it's one they gave me that was one of the balls in the bowling alley.
It's what they were getting rid of.
They're rolling house balls. It says house ball right on it.
Yeah, but this is actually a terrible night for us. We've been actually bowling the 130s, 140s lately. But
Yeah.
since the average is over 8 or 9 month period, it takes forever for the average to go back up.
This running back and forth shit's killing me.
He's old though, so you know.
Cardio, baby. Cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It should get you going.
I'm a heavy equipment operator. I have no cardio.
Right.
Strength training, that's what I do.
You know what's funny is Chris knew handicaps and everything. How many years did you bowl, Chris?
A lot. I've bowled a lot.
We're
Yeah.
talking like 5 years, 8 years. What was your bowling career?
My career?
Yeah.
Probably 10, almost 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go on tour? Did you compete?
Hell
Did you go to
Hell
Vegas or anything like that?
No.
No.
I did bowl a 299 once. Yeah, I fucked it up.
Oh wow.
You fucked it up?
In the 10th. Yeah, 10th.
Oh man. All you had to do was knock one pin over and you couldn't do it?
Yes. Yeah.
Too much pressure, huh?
Never the bride, dude. It's like barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Listen to GC.
Yeah, my baby brother, he's got a bunch of 700s.
Yeah.
And I know he's rolled, what do you say, 12 or 13 strikes in a row, but it was from game to game. So he's rolled, I think, a 298.
Yeah.
And he's never hit a 300 yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a bunch that we bowl again. We're in the hardest league, so
Yes.
we always last. But there's a bunch of them, and all these teams have 300s.
Yeah, a lot of these people at bowling tonight, they go to Vegas every year, and
Yeah.
Wow. I'm the worst bowler ever. You can actually hear the holes rolling down the lane with the
you got to
put the bumpers in when you roll.
Yeah.
No bumpers.
Yeah. I'm pretty good. I don't need the bumpers. They got that little cart where you can kind of adjust it. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
yeah.
After a few beers, I use that thing. It works out good.
Our bowling alley was last remodeled in 1964.
What's
Really?
that?
Yeah, it's only 8 lanes, and all the stuff is like, back in the Jetsons days. It's like really, really old.
That's
1964, you said?
Yeah, it's been here since 1903.
Something like that.
Cool. Those
Wow.
are all those
So
are
it
all
still has all
woodlands.
those like I guess I should say like what are like the pinstriping stars and all those weird Jetson looking things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's got just the ball thing that comes up. Half the time they don't work.
It's
Every time
old.
they do. Yeah.
Oh man. Jeez. Yeah. Chris, I'm not surprised you bowled. I'm really not. You've done everything. Dirt biking, barbecue, professional drinker.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
He ain't retired from that one yet.
Yeah. He did. I did just have to demote him though, Jesse. He is no longer our chief safety officer.
Yeah.
He used to tell he told us what stuff was not safe to do, and we'd listen to him because Chris never did anything wrong. He tows his trailer to speed, make sure the tires inflated, make sure everything's well balanced.
Yeah.
He drives only in the day. He's told us all the stuff on how to be safe, how to start your fire safely and everything. But the dude cuts his finger open walking down the street with the knife in his hand.
Yeah, I was cleaning my fingernail, my knife, tripped on a curb.
All that safety stuff comes from when he was a male stripper back in the day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just he was just slinging it back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, it started with the cut knife, and then, like I told Anthony on the way home, I realized I bought another truck, and it came with oversized wheels.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realize that the speedometer was like 6 miles an hour off. So I'm towing the trailer at 75, 80, and I'm actually almost doing 90. And then
that wasn't safe either.
the GPS is like screaming at me, and I'm like, what the hell? So yeah. kind of. No wonder I was making such good time going around the comps.
I told him one more safety violation, he has to ride a state fair ride.
Oh, yeah.
But
doing
they're not going to let him on a state fair ride because there's a height requirement.
No, I ain't getting on those things, dude. I am not getting on. I'm not getting on a machine that is inspected by a 16-year-old that's pissed off that he's making minimum wage.
Yep.
Amusement park here, or a dude that's been driving for 20 hours on meth and puts the damn machine up. Not happening. Like
one more violation, it's gonna have to go down. We'll
the
have
juice
to do
ain't
it.
worth the squeeze.
Yeah, so you better make sure that you don't break any more safety protocols.
Yeah, I'm trying. We'll see.
Yeah.
Trip up the stairs or something going home.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's everybody trips and falls. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just those things that you shouldn't do that they taught you in the Boy Scouts.
I know. I know. The doctors told me. My wife told me. You told me.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. My mom told me.
Yeah.
I know not. Well, I don't clean my fingernails with my knife anymore. That's all I don't. My mom bought me.
That's probably a good call.
Got you some nail clippers?
Yeah, my mom did. Yeah, she thought that was funny. They all think it's funny.
Yeah.
Good times.
Well, man, tonight's been a good show. We better let these guys go back because they're getting murdered on their bowling league. They haven't even drank anything this entire podcast. It's kind of pathetic, actually. I haven't seen them drink one thing.
Okay. Next podcast, it's on. Bring your big boy pants, drinking pants.
Yeah, just wait till next quarter.
Oh, okay.
You guys got anything you want us to bring up to you when we come up there in May?
Surprise us.
Okay.
Yeah, make something unique, something we can't get in.
We'll bring a Texas something up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be nice.
Just something that we can't get behind the Zion curtain.
Maybe we can do a live show out there.
Yeah,
we'll be streaming live a ton for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's do that. Friday night, it's on.
You should have seen our live last night. We had 34,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Ooh,
We had 700 people in there at one point.
Yeah, we had Israel, Russia.
We had people from all over the world, South Africa, Brazil, New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to pregame for that one.
Yeah, for sure. So
yeah, it was actually a pretty good live last night.
Right on. That's badass.
Very cool.
So Graybeard, tell us where people can find that live at. Where are you streaming at mostly?
Yeah, we're going live.
TikTok.
Okay.
We're on the TikTok night. All of our lives are on TikTok because we actually make money there. And then Rooster will do. He'll chop some of the live up and make shorts, and he'll put it out on the Facebooks, the YouTube, the Instagram, and of course the TikTok.
Right. And then what handle are they searching?
Oh God, that's a great question.
Bourbon and barbecue.
On YouTube, it's barbecue and bourbon.
Barbecue and bourbon.
On TikTok, I believe it's BBQ with Rooster and Graybeard.
Okay. All righty. That's awesome. And then Chris, where can people go and get your rib recipe from? How can they email you and get that full detailed message?
If everyone just stays on for another 5 minutes, I'll just hand it over. I'll just get my book out.
Yeah.
we're just found it at the Sinbin barbecue, and then on all the socials, the wife takes care of all that. I'm just the guy that starts the fire, man. That's all I do.
I just the guy that kicks the tires.
Yeah.
Nice. So do you guys have your guys' own individual Instagram, Facebooks and stuff, or are you guys just all under the one handle?
I have one on TikTok. It's Graybeard at Graybeard. Facebook, it's Bill Nichols. Instagram, I don't remember.
He has been drinking, folks. It's all good. I take my comment back.
Yeah. I have Adam's sister in on Facebook. I have like 15,000 followers. Instagram, the most interesting man in the world. On TikTok, it's Rooster Barbecue. I just started that one.
He's lying. He's very much so not the most interesting man in the world.
And then, is there any other socials out there?
So TikTok is BBQ at Rooster and Graybeard?
Yes, BBQ Rooster in
Graybeard. Yeah, I was correct. See? I've been drinking.
Well, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for spending the evening with us bowling and joining. Next time we'll make sure that we don't have a bowling league going, but we really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks, and then Chris.
Yeah,
you are a new member of our quarterly show. We really appreciate it. We really need you to practice on sipping some bourbon and learning some notes.
You know,
give us a call. We'll hook you up.
Yeah.
I might do that because
we can exchange rib recipes for bourbon.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
I'll give you his rib recipe for bourbon. First of all, you got to milk the bee.
Yeah, the cherry bees.
Cherry bees,
yeah, dairy bees. Now they're dairy bees. Yep, for the pollen.
You got it. It's a bitch, but it
all right. For the listeners, sorry, this is just one of our fun episodes where we just have no idea what's going to happen, and it's just a great time.
Absolutely,
it helps us blow off a little steam and just have a good evening. But always follow us at all the social medias at the Pitmasters Podcast. We do have Crystal running the TikTok. She's doing very well. Good job at that. Make sure you go follow that. And then, tune in every week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we'd love to have you guys comment and join the show.
Hop on YouTube and like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Yes, YouTube is the big one. Make sure you watch all the videos on YouTube.
Oh, we're on YouTube too.
Yeah, we are. Barbecue and bourbon.
Yeah. Cool. All righty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck in the rest of your league this evening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Daggers.
See you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you all in May.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Pasta.
Later.
There.